Hello Share Bears, welcome back. Today's video, as you will be able to tell from the title, is my birthday haul. I will say I am on a no buy, which kind of turned into a low buy, but in my mind, gift cards don't count, and if it's something you need, it doesn't count, and if I use points, it does not count towards that no buy. I know these cost money, but if I've used points for them, they don't count. Because the points were gained through buying other things that we needed. So, to get right into it, my birthday was March 3rd, 3/3, and March is actually packed with things because my daughter's birthday was the 20th, the first day of spring. So there's a little bit of stuff here, just a little bit. I also have an item that I got with points earlier on, like I think March 1st. So I will get right into it. From my husband, who's wonderful, I got, sorry, cat fur, the issues with lip gloss. From my husband, I got a book I had asked for, and this is Crushed by Kate Waterson. I don't know much about it. I just knew from reading it, that the back of it, that it looked like it would be a good read. So he got me that. He also got me a palette, which I asked for, and that is the Maybelline Burgundy Bar palette. I have used this a couple times. It's covered in cat fur because it was sitting on my dresser. So that is where I keep all my makeup items. I do not keep them in the bathroom like most people do. I have used it a couple times. I am still developing an opinion on it, and there will be a review of all of this stuff plus my review on the CoverGirl Smoky palette that I purchased with points earlier in February. I believe it was February. I'll check on that. The next two things, and the last two things he got me, were two nail polishes from the quote Orly line. The first one is called Mega Fuchsia, and I will say I did not tell him what nail polishes to get me. I just told him that he could pretty much pick anything from the quote Orly line and I would like it. And he got me First Class. Now I will show you these on my color wheel, and still have fur on my lips. Okay, so this one is the Mega Fuchsia, which is a sparkly but almost matte finish to it. It's quite different. It is textured. I have not used that one yet. I have, however, used First Class. And what I like about First Class is, if you've seen my haul where I used points and I got a nail collection from Shoppers, there was a color in there that I fell in love with, and it was called Fairy Godmother. This is First Class. This is Fairy Godmother. There is only just a slight difference in these colors. And I have worn First Class and I absolutely love it. So now on to the items that my eldest son bought me. He bought me all books. I asked for books. He gets a list. My husband like takes pictures when I'm like reading, and he's like, well, what do you think of that one? That'll look interesting. So he takes pictures and he sends them to my eldest son because he's the one that'll buy me books. So the first one he got me was The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn. I'm pretty sure I have heard something about this on BookTube, but I'm not 100% sure. It just sounds exactly up my alley. I will say I love how this book is. If you could see it, it's like torn pages. It's not all even. The other book, one of the other books he got me is the exact same way. So I'm looking forward to eventually reading this. I am involved in a collab. Maybe this will come up that I can read this. The next book is The Perfect Girl by Gilly Macmillan, and again has the not even pages. It looks like they're ripped and put in. It's quite cool. I like the effect of it. I'm actually looking forward to read. I've picked this one up a few times and read it and gone, ooh, but never bought it. I try not to. My weakness is makeup, skincare, nail polish, and books. Don't let me loose in chapters because I can be there for an hour or two just browsing. And I usually walk out with a huge bag of books because I'm rarely there. There's not one in Hinton. And the last book he got me was If You Knew Her by Emily Elgar. This again, all of these where I was reading the description of the book and completely fell for it. It's If You Knew Her, and then it says The Perfect Life or The Perfect Lie. Intrigue. So, most of my books that I have are either history-based or they are horror-based. I'm a huge collector of Stephen King, like huge, and I have quite a few Anne Rice books, so you kind of get the gist. That's my thing. So now on to the stuff I purchased with gift cards. I saved this activation slip from my Shoppers gift card that my mama and sister got me, and it says distinctly on here for makeup or stinky stuff. So I had to use it for makeup or stinky stuff. I really didn't get anything that was stinky because I have quite a few perfumes, and that's not even all my perfumes. I have perfumes over here. In fact, my signature perfume is over there, which is Calvin Klein's Euphoria Forbidden. I've gone through 2 bottles of that, and it's expensive. I have expensive taste in perfume. What can I say? I know what I like. So, I do have price list here because of course I was doing the shopping, so I'll start with something that I've seen talked about on YouTube and I have never bought it, just because I never have, or maybe I just haven't seen it and gone, oh yeah, that's been talked about. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte Mattifying Primer. I'm going to say that a few of these things were on sale, so I think I scored really well. This was $5.99, regular $11.99, and I'll also tell you something at the end about something else that came out of all of this stuff. So I bought this. I have not tried any of these. I have opened them. except for 2, 3. But I have not swatched them, nothing. Nothing has been done to them except for one, which is, you'll see why. I did swatch it. Just, you can see it. So this, I love a good mattifying primer, so I'm hoping this will be awesome. This is actually cheaper than my Joe Fresh primer, so if it works, that's great. I do have a backup of my Joe Fresh primer, which is in the new tube. Yay, they listened. So this was my first item. Again, it was $5.99, which is a great drugstore price in my neck of the woods. Next, I did not need this. I really did not need this because I already have a full one of these, but it was $5.99. It is my Holy Grail setting powder. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte press powder. I actually have one that I have not even opened yet, but I'm going to be opening soon because I'm heading into summer and that's when I use this stuff. But yes, I picked up another one because it's like $5.99, normally $11.99, and it's a gift to me. It's like knowing I actually have a backup because I've actually panned this, completely panned that, which is good because it's a full-size item and I panned it. Next I have 2 top coats that I bought because I have top coats but they're Avon, and I'm noticing that the one top coat is getting a little bit goopy, so I decided I would pick up something from the drugstore, and I picked up 2 Essie top coats. One is Good to Go and the other one is the Speed Setter. These are both $12.99, but when you purchase them you got 1,500 points as well if you bought 2. So I bought 2. And they won't go bad because I'm always using top coat. So that was a great find. And Essie is expensive. Actually, I've noticed that a lot of the nail polish is expensive. When you aren't buying nail polish all the time, you don't notice these things. And when you start buying nail polish, you're like, oh, that's getting pricey. The next item, which was one I swatched, is another Quo nail polish, and it does look very similar to the Mega Fuchsia, but this is more of a top coat, and I'll show you why. This is why I have swatched this. This is, I should say, on the list, and that is what it looks like. That is 3 coats to get it that opaque. So I'm thinking this would look great over one of my other nail polishes, and I don't know, I was drawn to it. You'd think I'd be drawn to pink, but or light purples at this time of year, but it's sparkly. So I picked up that. That was $8.99. It was on sale, but I'm not sure of what the price is regular, so I can't tell you. Next I have 2 palettes because I can't go and not get eyeshadow palettes. But in my defense, I have been hearing great reviews about these, so maybe I'm just trying to find a Maybelline palette that works really well for me. That's my theory. I'm sticking to it. These are the Maybelline City Mini palettes. I got 2 of them. I got the one in Downtown Sunrise, which I have taken off the tape, but these have not been swatched at all. So that is what those look like. I just looked to see if my camera was actually on record or if I was just sitting here for the last 20 minutes talking to myself. They, upon first swipe of these. Okay, that one's not going to show up very well because it's more like all over the lid color, but there are some of the colors from the, what was it called? Downtown Sunrise. And I got that before I flipped over the box. And the other one is the Chill Brunch Neutrals, which these just, I don't know, they scream to me. That is what those colors look like. I do like that they have an even amount of mattes and shimmers in these. That wasn't a very good swatch. I think that's because it's a shimmer color. Okay, so those are the colors from there. Oh my gosh. Sherry, you can't do that. You know better. So I do look forward to using these palettes and giving an honest review of them, of course, as I always do. Sometimes you change your mind on things, but most of the time I get an idea pretty quickly about whether I like it or not. And these were both $9.99. They were on sale for $11.99. So overall, pretty good deal. Okay, so how does Jen put it? Editing Sherry here. I'm just going to cut this into my birthday haul video because I have more stuff to add. My daughter just came by and gave me my birthday gift. She was in Edmonton and at Sephora, and she did pick something up for me, which I will also add to this because I have to be held accountable for everything I do purchase. But she got me the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette, which, if you don't know, both my daughter and my stepdaughter have this because I bought it for them because it's just beautiful. And I kind of knew that she was going to do this too. I kind of knew, but if you haven't seen it, it is just beautiful, and both my daughters love theirs. So I am so thrilled that I got this, and it smells delicious. And I'm not interested in the sweet peach or the white peach one. Not interested in that one, but I was very interested in this one, and I had swatched it before I bought it for both my daughters. So I'm so thrilled that she gave this to me. I'm so happy. I knew it was either going to be this or it was going to be the ABH Soft Glam palette because she said, "Have you seen it?" And I went, "Yeah, it looks pretty good." I said, I've also been eyeing the Just Peachy Mattes, and I think she took that as, that's the one I'm getting for Mom. So that is what I got from my daughter for my birthday. And while she was there, she picked me up because we don't have a Sally's Beauty Supply here in Hinton either. But they have my favorite nail files, and these are the Zebra 100 by 100 grit, the coarse ones, and I use these when I am doing my acrylics on my own nails. These are my favorite ones. So she did pick me up 10 of these, and it was $17 for them. She did use my discount, so I did pay for that because I had asked her. She was at Sally's or near Sally's to stop and get them. So now I have 2 things that I actually paid cash for, or real money for, but so thrilled to have this. I can't wait to try this out. My trying out reviews are going to be a little bit bigger than I actually thought. So I will get back to the video. Next, I'm going to talk about something I picked up in March, so it was the beginning of March. This is you see something on YouTube all the time, and I have been watching people setting their face with this for such a long time and saying how good it is. I had to get it. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder, and this is in the shade 15 Light, which is the shade I wear for the foundation. I just had to try it. Did I have to? No, but I used points for it. It was $11.99, which isn't that bad for a powder. I mean, I'm pretty sure when I got it, it was on sale, otherwise I wouldn't have gotten it. Because I think the Fit Me's are running $14.99 now, so don't quote me. That's just at Shoppers. Okay, here's the excess. Apparently, I really love foundation, because that was what I was so drawn to. I have to say, when I went in there, I said I am going to get the City Mini palettes because I have been eyeing them up for quite a while. And I couldn't choose between one or the other when I was giving a list to my husband. You have to be kind of specific for that. Nail polish, that's okay. But for makeup, you have to be very specific about what you want. So those I knew I was getting. Hands down, I was getting those. But when I went in there, first place I headed was to the Physicians Formula, and I'm sure you know where I'm going with this. I got the Physicians Formula foundation, the Healthy Foundation, and this is in Light Neutral 4. It doesn't stop there, but I'm going to tell you something. This was a great deal because it was $14.99, normally $22, $21.99. So I got a great deal on it. And I'm looking forward to using it. Very much so. But then I was walking by the Revlon and I spotted the Revlon Color Stay foundation that's for oily or combination skin, and this is one of those ones that's talked about on YouTube. You can go back a ways and see this. This one is in Sand Beige, and I did use Temptilla to find out what shade I should get. I do say it does look a little bit more neutral than the Healthy Stay. Just a little bit. And I will also say I'm not a fan of the fact that this doesn't have a pump. Come on. It's a pump. This was $16.99. This is a foundation that's been in the drugstore forever, right? So why $16.99 for this? It seems a little bit pricey. Third one I got, the Super Stay Maybelline Full Coverage up to 24 hours foundation in natural ivory. This is a new one that's being hyped on YouTube. I just have to quit watching YouTube and I'll be fine. Right? Right. Maybe it's the fact that I'm not enjoying the foundation I've been panning. Maybe that's it. But I got it and it was $16.99. I do think this one was on sale, but I'm not 100% on that. So I will not quote what I believe it was, because I believe it was even creeping up on what Physicians Formula was. But I could be wrong there. But you'll see, I got it. Okay. That's not it. So I challenge people to walk into your Ulta or Sephora, or in our case in Canada, Shoppers. We have a cosmetician that's there. And ask for their recommendations, talk to them. Like, she was talking to me the whole time I was buying these foundations, and she said, have you tried the new one? And I went, no. And by new, she meant the new brand. The new brand is called Nude by Nature, and this is a completely different foundation for me. I still have it in the box. This is a powder foundation. So there is, I won't open this because I did take off the plastic that's on here and I don't want powder everywhere. So I can't show you, but it has a screen, like, I think it's Pure Cosmetics. It had the eyeshadow jellies with the screen in them, and you push down. That's the same concept here. This is the Radiant Loose Powder Foundation, and it's in N2. Classic beige. And I did get, I did get color matched for it. She actually put the, she actually did a whole face on me of this foundation, and I love it. It feels like nothing on the skin. It is, I would say, light to medium. You could build it to medium. She did light on me, but I mean, I could have had her do up to a medium, but it felt so light and refreshing. It lasted all day, and I couldn't help it. This is expensive. This is $32 for this. It is 10 grams or 0.35 ounces. It is a lot of powder, and it does take, I mean, this is going to take me forever, so I can't see why this wouldn't take me quite a while too. I was looking for something that would be great in the summer, in the spring, but we had a great conversation about it. If I'm pretty sure this is available in the States, but I will say this, it's supposed to even out complexion and pigmentation. It does say light. The powder is composed of active natural ingredients including native Kaba plum, known for its abundant vitamin C content. This is also vegan. So if you're looking for a vegan product, this is going to be the product you want to look at. This felt very nice. I had no ill effects from it, and I knew that I could bring it back if I did. So again, talk to your cosmetician. It's great. They'll give you some great advice. And they'll give you advice on stuff you didn't even know you wanted advice on. And then I started talking to her about Art Deco. And if you don't know, Art Deco is a brand that is exclusive to shoppers in Canada, and only certain shoppers have it. We are lucky enough to have Art Deco. I did, from another cosmetician that works there, got color matched for the foundation. I loved it, and I bought several different things from Art Deco since, and I discussed how I hadn't tried any of the mascaras. So she told me that this is her favorite, and this is the Art Deco Art Couture Lash Volumizer. It is a volumizing, lengthening, and it's supposed to be good for your separation and curl. There we go. Volume lengthening, separation, and curl mascara. So I'm interested to try this. I hope I don't love it because it's $22. And I don't want to open it because I have a mascara open right now, so I don't want to open it. Then we were discussing how I loved the Art Deco eye makeup remover, and she said, oh, I've really grown to love this Trivectin one. Why do these things happen? Why do you have to be talkative with them? And this is $28. In my defense, the reason why I bought this was something she said about it, and that was that she has been using it for 2 weeks, and in that 2 weeks she swears her lashes are getting longer and thicker, that they just look overall better. So this is going to be a test to see if that will work. So I will be taking a picture of my lashes after I take off my mascara today, and I am going to see if this actually improves your lashes. Wouldn't that be cool if your eye makeup remover could improve your lashes? I think that's cool. I guess we'll have to see. But $28, is it worth $28 to just see thicker lashes, or just like learn how to put on false lashes? I don't know. Her lashes look pretty thick though, so I think that might be why I grabbed it. Now, there are two other things here. One is something I got from Indigo, which is a bookstore, and I had a gift card, and I don't even know how long I've had this gift card, probably over a year and a half. And why haven't I used this yet? So I went ahead and ordered a book that looked very interesting, and that's My Sister's Bones by Nuella Elwood. Sorry if I butchered her name. Just from reading, and of course they do excerpts on Indigo, so you can read a little bit about it, but it looked really interesting, and she is a debut author. She didn't have any other books, and I think there's a category that I can put that into in my projects book smarts if I grab that actual category when I do my random. And the last thing I got that I actually did pay for was a cleanser because I am almost out of my Murad cleanser, and I've heard so much good things about Cetaphil that I thought it can't hurt to try it. It is, I think, $22.99 regular price, but I got it for, I actually have it wrote it down here, $15.99. I did get it for $15.99, but I'm not sure if it was $21.99 or $22.99. It's not cheap, but it's cheaper than Murad at any rate. So if it does work, where's the loss, right? So I did buy that. The other thing I wanted to talk about was how this was actually profitable for me. So even though I use gift cards, I could still use my PC Optimum card to get points. And this Sunday, this is Monday, I filmed this, I did all this Sunday, was if you bought $75 worth of product, you got 25,000 points. 25,000 points converts into $25 of free product. So when you have a great relationship with the cosmetician, they are good about it. The cashiers don't have the amount of time that the cosmetician has to put you through, but she split this order into 3. So I ended up getting 75,000 points, which converts into $75 free product. So at this point, I believe I am at $175 in points on my Optimum card. So this was profitable, and this is why I love Shoppers. So in the end, I think I did pretty well. Only one item was bought cash, and I also had items that were non-makeup products that we bought. We bought a few food items too, so it wasn't all makeup, skincare, whatever. So that's everything. I hope you've enjoyed this. Much love, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.